Okay, so it's been 2 months since my car has been running on Revanol engine oil, and I have to say, so far I'm very happy with the oil. But engine oil leak. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since I last posted a video. Yes, as I've been quite busy with something else that I'm working on outside of the car industry and also outside of my YouTube channel. But fret not, I'm still here to stay. I love cars too much to totally go cold turkey about it. But I'm in the midst of, I would say, reorganizing some things in my life, both on the personal and at a work level. And one of the things that you can look forward to, at least in 2026, definitely I will commit to more consistent content creation. I'm actually right now speaking with a potential candidate to take over editing duties of my videos. So what this means is that in 2026, you can look forward to more consistent video outputs for me, because the biggest bottleneck for me when it comes to content creation, right, is not recording videos. I'm the kind of person where I can just patch up the camera on the windscreen and I can just talk, that's it, right? But the problem always is in the editing, when I stitch all the videos together and all that. So I am actually hiring help to get that done, and probably we're looking to start that in January or February, and that's when you can look forward to see more consistent outputs from me moving forward. But right now, a more pressing matter. So it's been 2 months since my E39 has been running on Revanol engine oil, and I have to say, thus far, my feedback is nothing but positive. Did it make my car go faster? No, it has not, right? But the engine is smooth, everything. It's just, there's just that nice oil, creamy feel to the engine. And this is crazy because this car has been nursing an oil leak for a good couple of weeks. I've been a bit negligent because of the past few weeks I've been busy and all that. But yeah, so right now I'm going to send it over to site to have this sorted out for me. Yeah, so I know Tana did the oil change, but I like to distribute my love between both Tana and Syed. Syed is one of the most highly sought after, most trustworthy BMW specialists in the market. Okay, and he charges very reasonably. Ever since I bought this car, with the exception of a few minor occasions, right, most of my maintenance was done with Syed, and I really have nothing but good things to say about him. He really serves his customers with heart. The only drawback when you send your car to him is that he doesn't have a credit card machine, right? And sometimes you do have to wait for your car to be ready, but he ensures that he does a good job with every car. Amazing thing, right? For about 2-3 weeks, this car has been nursing an oil leak, but it has not triggered the oil level sensor. The engine oil level actually is still good. But let's not push the luck too much. So I brought with me some more engine oil, and so what I did was, a couple of weeks back, I was at Charikas Auto Mall. I made use of their hoist, lifted the car up, took a video underneath, sent it to site, and site told me that it is likely that the leak is coming through the oil pan. I'm dropping the car off at him. He says it take about 1 or 2 days to sort it out. And yeah, so basically, because since Revanol sponsored my previous oil change, and they have very kindly given me another few bottles to sort this little mess out. So just to clarify, this oil leak, nothing to do with the oil. It's the natural wear and tear of the engine. Yeah, I actually have, since I topped up with the oil, with BMW M54s, every once in a while, you have to top up on that. So far with this engine, I have not had to do that. So thus far, all I have to say is really happy with this oil. So here I am at Syed's place. And you can't miss this place, because if you see a whole bunch of BMWs parked outside, this is the location, right? Syed is especially an expert when it comes to E39s. So you see there are a lot of E39s in this place. Also, he is just as competent with newer generation BMW. So like F10, also no problem for him. F10, F30 also, he get a lot of customers with these cars. Right, these two E36s belong to my good friends. And I always like to say, every time when I come to sites, I sure will bump into 1 or 2 cars that belong to someone I know one, right? Yeah. And wow, total of 4 E36s here today. Okay, E46, E30. Now, for Syed to take an E30, this guy must be a very special customer, because once upon a time, I tried to send an E30 to him. Even I am such a VIP here, also I cannot reject it. right? So whoever this customer is must be a damn VIP customer, right? Just a word of appreciation to my good friend Syed. This has been the workshop where I service and maintain my car almost from day one. Now, is this a place you want to send your car to if you're the type that expect VIP treatment or that? Please don't. Please don't. And Syed is also not thirsty for customers. Okay, as you can see, the workshop is full. Okay, the workshop is full, even though he's no longer in town. And there was a time when he was just about to move to the US because he got an opportunity to go to US to be with his family and all that. And he was considering to sell off this place or close it down. But he chose not to do it. He chose to keep it running. He chose to keep it funded. And he's remote controlling the shop from the US. So even right now, as I send my car here, I'm communicating with him halfway across the world, telling him what my problem is, what am I facing, and he is instructing his staff from the US whilst still at the same time holding down a full-time job over there. If you are anybody with an E36, E46, E90, or no, E39, E60, F10 generation, right? This is definitely one of the places that I recommend. But with BMWs, there are plenty of good workshops. But this is one of the places where I heartily recommend and I fully back the quality of their work here. All right, that being said, I'm going to leave my car here and the video will continue later after I collect the car and review the results. Okay, so it's been a couple of days here and Sai reported to me all the way from the US that he has changed what needs to be changed. So what's the culprit? This guy here is the culprit. This is what we call the oil pan gasket. So imagine, right, the engine block. There's the oil pan underneath that holds the oil. This is the gasket that sits in between the oil pan and the engine block, right? So this is the culprit that is causing oil to leak out. And now we have gotten that changed. He's helping me address a few other things. I've asked his team to help me inspect the undercarriage as well, inspect any of the suspension arms that need to change, because I do know that the suspension arms in this car has been here for some time and probably due for replacement, either if not now, also maybe in about a year or two time. All right, so it's good to monitor what else is due, but looks like the car is going to be here for a while longer.
Okay, boss. This one your car. Number one, a palm bush. A palm bush is cracking already, lah. A palm bush. You can see the crack. Okay. This side also crack, lah, but must change both sides, lah. The palm bush. Okay. Number two, tie rod end. It's already loose already. Here also, both sides. Number three, ring rod okay, but the rubber is cracked lah. The ring rod rubber. Okay. This side also the ring rod rubber also. Ring rod rubber also cracked, but still can use lah. Ring rod still can use. I just let you know lah. Okay. And arm shop also still can use. Arm shop also still fine. Gearbox mounting also still fine. Okay. Number four, your rear brake hose. Rear brake hose, both side crack. Okay. But let you know first. Okay. Number five. Yama. This tire shake really goes on. The integral arm. One. Maybe release it. There you can see the thing shaking, right? The shaking is coming from the integral arm. rear right integral arm. Stop. Okay. Rear right integral arm. Okay. Here. Here Donya. Here still fine lah. Wait. Check this. This one also. Integral side. There. Integral arm koyak already. Yeah. Rear left and right integral arm. Okay. Rear left and right integral arm. Okay. Then brake pad still have lah. This car. Huh? Okay. So now still have lah. The brake pad still got lah. Same thing. Front also still okay, the brake pad. Okay. And that's it. Bos. The spider tank just bocor lah. Just bocor. Sebelum itu tak ada bocor. Ini spider tank just bocor. Front punya kereta. Ya. Bro.
Okay, so I just collected the car back from site, and as you can see, it's a bit dark outside. What happened? Now, the site has replaced the engine oil pan gasket, and what is miraculous is that the 2 liters of oil that Revanol provided for me to top up just in case, didn't need to use them. Quite amazing, eh? This oil, the car has been leaking oil for at least about 2 weeks to a month, and the engine oil level is still stable. Engine itself is still, it behaves beautifully, right? It pulls as well as I remember it to be. Performance has not changed. And I have this little joke with a friend of mine, right? Who is a fellow customer of site. We always like to say that every time when the car comes out of sight, when our cars come out of sight's place, right? It's like the car just makan ganja like that. It's just got that extra burst of energy. Something has been tweaked that makes the car behave differently or noticeably better since we last drove it. It happens every single time. And also on top of the engine repairs, the site has also helped me look into the suspension, and we found that there are quite a number of arms. Okay, like this, he was telling me the front drop link, right? The rear suspension, the rear control arms, both at the end of their life cycle, and all needs to be replaced, and which he did. And I can tell you, wow! Now this car drives like a dream. Now, I've never had any reason to complain about the way this car drives, but over the last, because I have not actually refreshed the suspension, I think ever since I bought this car. So memang a lot of these parts are nearing the end of their life cycle and due time for change. This further shows me, right, what a fantastically engineered platform the E39 is, because even with the suspension at an advanced rate of wear and tear, right, the car still behaves magnificently. The handling of the car remain solid. Of course, now that after the suspension is refreshed, it just feels another dimension of solidness. It's now I feel even more confident behind the wheel of this car. So once again, I would say kudos to the E39 overall setup, and also to Syed's team for really taking care of this car, because normally after a suspension job, we will always need to send the car for alignment, always, right? But so I was remarking to the technician, I said, okay, after this, I need to send the car to them. I said, no, we sent to align already. So this is something that I really appreciate, and I can tell straight away, just driving on the road like this, right? I know that the alignment of this car is sorted. The wheels are pointing where they are supposed to be, and the car is tracking nice and straight, right? So this is the reason why I keep going back to Syed's place, right? Because he and his team, they serve their customers with a lot of heart, right? Syed, he's not perfect, right? And he's not the place you go to if you want VIP treatment, but he really cares for his customers. And has he made mistakes before? Of course he has. He's human. right? He has made mistakes before. His team has made mistakes before. But almost every time without fail, he takes responsibility. He sorts his shit out. So that's why, right, that it's like I always have, not only do I always have faith in him, I always send customers to him. Because whenever I send customers to him, they never disappoint me. And there are a few people out there that I always send customers to, because I know that when I send my customers to them, I know they will take care of these people. It's like Tana is another one. So Tana is the other guy whom, let's say, I alternate nowadays with my maintenance regime. My E39, I alternate between Side and Tana. S-Max goes fully to Tana. Okay. And Tana is also another person who really goes above and beyond trying to figure things out for their customers. Right. So Tana is one. Another person, Mike Yap. Now, I don't send my cars as frequently to Mike as I would like, simply because Sungai Long is a bit far from where I am, right? And after from his place, I take Grab home, is no joke. I don't send my own cars to Mike as often as I would like, but I send a lot of customers to him as well. So Sai, Mike, Tana, these people always never hesitate to recommend. And of course, my good friend Dinesh from Kayu Ara, Body and Paint. So normally Body and Paint works, I always send to my friend Dinesh in Kayu Ara, because I know these are guys who will take care of people that I send to, right? They are not necessarily cheap, but almost always the quality of their work is good. And in the rare occasions where they screw up, they own up to it. That is my experience working together with these people. And these are always people that when anybody comes to me seeking for recommendations, these are the few people that normally are at the top of my mind. Right. Yeah, very, very happy with the outcome of the car, right? And bump coming up, let's see. The feeling of a solid, sorted suspension. And the timing of this couldn't be more perfect, because next week I will be taking this car on a 2,000-kilometer journey around Peninsular Malaysia. No, this is not Evo Enduro in advance. This is not a Jalan Cari Makan kind of thing. This is work related, right? Because recently I've taken up a project to help a company, which I shall not disclose the client, but I'm taking up a project to help a client of mine to train their salespeople all across Malaysia. The past 1 week, I've been training their sales team all across Klang Valley. The following week, I'll be traveling to Penang, to Alor, to Ipoh, Kedah, to Malacca, Seremban. So we'll be covering a total of 2,000 kilometers all across Malaysia. And now with the car in this shape, I feel extremely confident going into that trip. And so I will be hopefully find time to share with you, record videos along the way to show you where I stopped, how the car held up over that 2,000 kilometers. So this will be a demonstration of how viable the E39 is as a long distance working car. For those of you who do long distance sales job, you need to travel, you need to cover a lot of distance on highways to meet customers and all that. This is something that I will be putting my own car to the test, together along with side suspension works and also the Revanol's engine oil. By the end of it, to see how the oil holds up after this compressed period of long distance use. So that will be something very interesting for me to share over the next couple of weeks. Look forward to sharing it with you guys. I'll be recording some videos along the way on my trip, right? Just to pass the time while I drive. You guys will be my teman while I'm on the highway. Look forward to see you guys. I look forward to see you guys over the next few series of videos. And of course, as a final shout out, if you are looking to sell your car and you would like to get back at least 85 to 90% of your car's market value, do fill in the form in the description section below, and my team will be ready to assist you. All right, so until my next video, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.